Okay, so, yes, I do want the SRL logo there. So here's the deal. As you start the game, of course, you should come off on Sarah's station. This first room, the best way that you can go about it is to just do a spin jump off the right side and do your best to dodge the platforms on the way down. If you're like a brand new player, that's going to be kind of difficult to do, but as you get a little more experience in the game, it should be pretty easy to do pretty quickly, and I'll give you an example of it right now. So like that. So you just dodge all the platforms. Basically, like as you're passing a platform, you want to try to push the direction to hug it, so that way you're pushing over already. Instead of spin jumping, you can just fall off, but it's a lot harder. Like, it's a whole lot harder. And I would definitely not recommend it, because most of the time you're going to either hit this platform or this platform, so it's really not something recommended to do. The best thing you can do is just spin jump off, because Samus's hitbox is smaller. So that's what you want to do for the first room. Second room is pretty self-explanatory. Something that we can talk about in this room, though, is arm pumping, which is alternating the triggers on the controller like this while you're running. You can also just do one single direction like this. Like, you can just tap R or just tap L. And what that does is it just moves Samus forward like the smallest amount where she would normally be. So like, it doesn't add up to much over short term, but like over the course of a run, it can save a few seconds in total, which a lot of people, you know, are like, whatever, I'm not really going to worry about it. But when you get to be a top-end player, you're like, oh, hey, a place I can arm pump, let me do that, so I can gain, like, fractions of a second. So, basically, like I said, in this room, you just kind of want to run in, do whatever arm pump if you want, get here, go through. Alright, this room, once again, another really self-explanatory room. Instead of, like, falling off or whatever because it's slower, you want to do a small spin jump off, so like this and this. To do it optimally, you would want to jump really, really short to the point where you kind of just barely get past the ledge and pull back like that. But once again, this is a really straightforward room. Another room where you want to arm pump, but be careful, don't arm pump as you're going down these stairs, because sometimes when you're doing it, you can fall off of them and lose all your momentum, like that, if you saw that. So it's kind of dangerous. So you want to wait to arm pump until like after you're off the stairs. And then another room to just run an arm pump. Okay, so here we go. It's the Ridley fight. Oh god, it's so scary. Basically all you want to do is get hit by his tail 5 times. Like I said, it's really self-explanatory. You kind of just sit in the corner. You get hit once, you get hit twice, you get hit 3 times, you jump for the 4th one, and you jump for the 5th one. That's kind of how it goes. Then you want to stand over here by this ledge, so he pushes you into the wall, then jump and turn around. And then on the escape, like I said, it's self-explanatory. You kind of just run, arm pump if you want to, whatever. Just the goal is get out of here as fast as you can. So arm pump, go through the room. I always jump at the beginning of that room to avoid the steam. You can get lucky and get no steam like that. So it's basically just go as fast as you can. I jumped there, got hit by steam. Bad RNG, but whatever. Okay, so this room. Let's take a second here. In this room, it's going to move back and forth. You want to jump and wall jump off the right wall here up to this platform. And then from here, it's just jumping up like this. If you want to do it really fast, you can do spin jumps and ledge grab. And ledge grabbing is jumping up to a ledge and hitting like the left trigger or the right trigger. I would recommend the left trigger. And what it does is it gets rid of some of the downtime, the same as the spin animation. It's used a lot throughout the run, actually, so I'll show you some instances of ledge grabbing, what it looks like, and you know, how it's useful. Okay, so we're on Zebus now. That's, you know, people pronounce the planet tons of different ways, but that's the way I pronounce it. So we're on the planet. Obviously, when you get on the planet, the first thing you want to do is go to the left. So you're just going to go to the left, fall off, you know, do some arm pumping if you want. And I think it's about, like, right here. If you're running, you want to shoot so that the door opens while you're running. And you don't have to stop. Yeah, just like that. So I'll do that again for you real quick. So you're running from the ship. You aim up, shoot, just keep running. Alright, and then in this room you just want to run and jump up here. Keep going to the left. If you want to go really quick, instead of just running and falling down here, you can run and do a small spin jump into the gap. And then the way that this room goes, like this area of the room. So you get down here. You want to fall off the area on the left, and then you want to hold right until about right there. Like, do you see this this platform right here? Once you get past this platform, you want to stop, and if you can, move and turn around so that you don't land on this platform. So let me do that again for you real quick. So you fall off, hold over, just like that. You want to get down to this platform. That's the objective. Okay. So you're down on this platform now, and you're like, okay, well, what do I want to do? There's a couple things you can do. You can either fall off this way and go over here, and then, you know, shoot the door open, like that. Or you can do what the fast people do, which involves something called a down back. Let me explain a down back real quick. So a down back is where when you fall off a ledge, if you hold down, and then the opposite direction of, you know, the way that you're facing. So like I'm facing to the left, I would hold right. Or if I was facing to the right, I would hold left. So you fall off the ledge, you hold down, and then push right or left depending on which way it is. In this case, you want to hold right. So down right. And that's a down back. And what it does is it allows Samus to move forward while she's falling. So the down back is going to be used right here in that you fall off this ledge on the right side, and then you turn around and down back like that. And normally you'd think, well, why is that faster? You know, whatever. Your objective while you're down backing is to shoot around like this spot so that it opens the door down here. And then you're gonna just do some maneuvering so that you can get through the door. And I'll show you what that looks like right now, as long as I can do it. Like that. That's how you want to do it. And I'll show you that again. This is the advanced strat for this room. The beginner strat, like I said, would be to go like this. And just do that and then fall to the right. So the advanced strat, which I'll show you one more time, and I'll start from the top. Okay, so we're up here, right? Fall down, fall this way, down back, shot, maneuver. That's it. Alright, in this room, you can do one of two things. You want to fall down the left side, right? Okay? Or no, not the left side, the right side, I'm sorry. You want to fall down the right side. You can either do a small spin jump to avoid landing on that little platform, this one, or you can run off and do another down back like we did in the previous room, except instead of holding down and right this time, you want to hold down and left, because once again, we're facing to the right. So you run off, hold down and left, and you're doing another down back, and you make it past the ledge. So, the thing with this room, as you're on your way down, you're going to notice a number of specific platforms, like the one that I'm on right now. This longer, flat platform on the right side. There are 6 of these in total on the way down, and after you move past the 6th one, you want to move to the left, and I'll show you why. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you don't move, then you're going to land on this little platform right here, and you're wasting some time. So let me get back up top for you. Okay. So if you were starting from the top, you'd either do your spin jump over here, or you do your down back. I'm going to do a down back. So you down back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you move over, and then you move over this way. You move over to the right because you don't want to land on this platform. While you're on your way down, so you know you're falling down whenever, while you're on your way down, you can aim down and hit the door by shooting and open it before you get to the bottom. Yeah, I know, right, Mia? Okay, so you're going to go into the next room. The next room is the room we call the pit room, and it's pretty tough. So there's multiple ways to go about this room. You could do like repeated gap skips, and what gap skips are is it's where you okay, gap skips are kind of hard, but it's where you move, you run off the platform, and after you run off, you hold down. And as you can see, like, I'm skipping the gap and getting to the next platform, like that. You could gap skip through this whole room if you wanted to, but it's kind of hard and it's a lot, like, it's slower. The best way to do this room, if you're a new player, just jump across these like this. If you're like brand new, just starting. Hey, I did a CWJ, what do you know? Continuous wall jump. But if you're a more advanced player, then you want to do something that we call pitless. And pitless is horrible. No, it's not easy to do for new players. And the objective is to basically jump onto only these blue platforms without falling in any pits. It's all about timing of how, like, when you press the jump button and for how long you hold it. And something that I like to do is ledge grab to make it easier for myself. So like a ledge grab is where you're like you jump and then you hit like the L button or something to do this. And it kind of gets rid of that spinning animation early, and you can kind of mentally prepare yourself for what you have to do next. But let me go ahead and see if I can pull off pitless for you guys. It's a hard trick. So you're running in, and you fall in the first pit because you're a failure. No. It's kind of hard to do, but it's one of those things that's more muscle memory, that where like when you try to explain it and do it, it's a little bit harder. But that kind of happens with speedrunning in general. Like things become harder like if you talk and think about them instead of just doing them. Another thing I'm going to mention is that your goal with this first platform is to land as far on the left as possible. Like if you land like right here, it's going to be really, really tough. Okay, so I almost got it. I fell in the last pit. But as you can see, that's basically the gist of it. Either way, your idea is just to get through this room as fast as possible. And then there's an elevator, you go down the elevator. Yeah, pitless is hard. Controller cam is off. Is it fixed now? Whoops. My bad. Okay, so like that. It's because I was leaning forward, I'm sure. But anyways, I will explain elevator grabbing me. I was going to explain it on the way back up. Okay, so you're at the bottom of this elevator, right? And you're like, okay, so where do I go? Obviously, you're going to go to the left. Morph ball's over there. You kind of need that. The fastest way to do this is to jump, like run and jump right on the edge of this. And if you do that, you'll get all the way up here. If you don't, then you have to like jump up here like that, or jump and do a wall jump. So your objective is to, upon reaching the bottom of the elevator, not fall off, not hit your head, but to run and jump up here. There's also another little thing you can do. So normally if you run and fall off, you're not going to make it onto this little platform here, right? Well, if you do a spin jump, a small one, from the correct spot, like a really, really short spin jump from the correct spot, you'll make it onto that platform. and my D-pad is hitting up for some reason. See? Another thing you can do in the same situation, instead of doing the spin jump like that and missing it, but another thing you can do is a down back, like we talked about earlier with down back. So in this situation, you want to hold down and down and right. So down right, there you go. If you can't do the spin jump, then maybe try the down back, although down backs are not easy. So for the morph ball grab, you can just grab it, whatever, or you can do a small spin jump and grab the morph ball. And if you do it right, after you grab the morph ball, you can do a wall jump off of the platform right there to get back over here. So hopefully I did it right and I didn't land on the platform. Like that. And then you just want to kind of land here, crouch, shoot the block, and roll. At this point you have morph ball, you can do mock balls now. But I'm going to wait to explain mock balls for a little bit. We will use one. And I'll just let you know that it's there, but I'm actually going to explain mock balls and go into a little bit more of a tutorial for those at this ship, so that you have more room to practice with it, you have more room to see the benefits of it, how fast it is versus the normal ball, all that stuff. So after you get morph ball, you kind of just want to run over here. On your way over, you want to like aim up and shoot to open that door, and then after you shoot, you want to jump up here. The way I do it is I run, jump, shoot, and then ledge grab like that, but the general idea is get to this room. I don't normally screw it up, BBX. It's just because I'm trying to explain it that I'm doing it wrong, which is typically how it works. Okay, so for this room, what you can do, which is what I still do because I'm bad at this game, you'll get right here, like you run up against this, you crouch while holding the L button, and you shoot, and it'll get rid of these blocks right here. Next thing you want to do is morph, and then fall over until you're right next to these blocks. Okay? And then as you're passing this last set of blocks right here, you want to hold over. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to bounce and fall right there. And then you kind of just roll under, open the door, and go. Oh, adversary, okay. Alright, and then, you know, you just run in here and you pick up your first missile. Alright, so this is where the first mock ball in the run is used. It's leaving this room. Why run and then slowly morph when you can do a mock ball and not lose any speed? Like I said, I'm just going to kind of do it, and then I'll explain it later when we're at the ship. Because this is too small of an area with a door transition, it's really hard to explain it in a good manner to where you can actually see what's going on, but this is basically what you do. So leaving that room, you want to do a mock ball, because it gets you under here and you're going fast. Basically then you want to jump up here, get here, and then jump up onto this ledge like this. Like where her one foot is barely on the platform. And then if you do that right, if you aim up and shoot, it'll destroy those blocks. Now another thing we have to talk about at this point is mid-air morphing. So you can hold jump and tap down twice and you'll go into a morph ball while still ascending, as you can see. And that's actually used at quite a few places, and this is the first spot. So what you want to do with this basically is after you shoot up, you'll jump, you'll hold jump, and tap down twice really quick. And after you morph, you want to hold left so that you can get in this slot over here. Just like this. I'll do it again for you real quick. Just like that. Easy. If you can't do that, then you can just shoot the blocks out and, you know, get up this way. But that's kind of the speed way, is to do the small jump, or the jump to the instant morph in the air. After that, you know, just kind of go back this way. As you're running back this way, you're going to want to do some arm pumps, you know, if you're doing arm pumps, because if you're a skilled player, it's going to save you a little bit of time over the course of the run. If you're not, then, you know, whatever. If you don't feel like adding extra APM while you're playing the game, then you don't need to. Okay, so another thing of tech that I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to go up and down this elevator like twice, but if you get on an elevator like this, and you're holding like the right trigger or whatever, and you hit up, you can kind of snap to the elevator and it'll take you up when you're not even like fully on the elevator. Same thing goes for down elevators. If you're holding the R button and you're not even fully on the elevator, sometimes you can snap to it and you'll go down without crouching. Like I crouched there, but sometimes you can get lucky like that and you won't crouch. I think it really depends on if you're over far enough. Like if you're still on the blocks a good amount, then you're probably going to crouch, but if you're not, then you should just go straight up. So like that. You just hold R, press down, hold R, press up, snap to the elevator, go straight up. Hey, what's up, Glub? Okay. So, you know how we did pitless on the way here, and we jumped across the platforms? You do the same thing on the way back, but the interesting thing about this room is that there's enemies in it now, and you have to kill all of the enemies in order to open the door at the end of the room. The door is gray. The door turns flashing blue when you kill all the enemies in the room. So basically, you get to the top of the elevator, you want to open the door. The way that I do this room, I'll show you real quick and then I'll explain it some. So I run into this room, and I mash the shoot button, and then right as soon as I shoot, I aim up, so that the one shot kills the first guy, and then I shoot up to kill the second guy. And then from there, I basically do pitless across these platforms, like the blue ones. Reverse pitless, I think, is harder than normal pitless. And the thing about reverse pitless as well is, like I said, there's enemies now, so you have to kill them on the way. So like this. So like you'd have to run, shoot, and jump at the same time, which is why I use the claw grip, because it's a lot to do at once. But yeah, as you can see, the door's flashing now. That's what you want to do. You have to kill all the enemies. There's another way to do this room, and that is to shoot as you're running in the room, and then jump to that first blue platform. So like this. So you shoot and jump. Well, I kind of screwed it up, so we'll go back. Okay, so you run and shoot and jump and shoot and then jump and shoot that guy. So you shoot the first guy that's right here, then you shoot forward to kill that guy, then you jump and shoot like that to kill the guy that's on your right. And then from there, you just kind of land right here, and then you do a pitless. But like I said, it's hard to do, like even for experienced players, especially when they're explaining it. It kind of is difficult. It's probably one of the hardest early tricks in the game. But if you're just a beginner player, then your whole idea is to basically get through this room and get to the next one, because the next one is the fun one. It's what we like to call the climb. This is where it's really going to test your wall jumping and how you can wall jump. And let me explain wall jumping a little bit before we go in there, because it's kind of a mess in there. So wall jumping. What you want to do for a wall jump is you have to be in a spin jump to start. So you get in a spin jump, and then from there you want to push away from the wall, and then the jump button slightly after it. Like, it's not like Zero Mission where you push them both at the same time, because generally that won't work very well for you. If you push away from the wall and then the jump button slightly after, it works a lot better. For one-sided wall jumps, after you jump, you gotta push back to go back towards the wall. And then you just start from the beginning. And I can do them like really fast because I've been playing this game for so long, but that's the idea for wall jumps. Hey, what's up, 2Cat? Okay. So for the climb, what you want to do is you want a one-sided wall jump up the right side of the room. Also, there's going to be enemies to kill on the way up. So you want to wall jump, and then wall jump up to here, and that's going to be your first guy to kill. You land here and shoot up, okay? Then you want to wall jump up to this platform, right here, and then shoot up again. Then you can wall jump straight up to this platform, because there's not one below the last one, and you aim up and shoot. Then you wall jump up to this one, and you can kill that guy if you want to, because he's going to come at you. But if you do it really fast, you won't need to. So this is where the hero shot comes in. The hero shot is when you shoot upwards and then jump to follow the shot up. So I'll show you that right now. So you shoot and then jump like that. And then you want to wall jump to this platform. And then you shoot up and then wall jump really fast to do a hero shot on that guy. Normally you're not going to stop on this platform right here. You're just going to keep wall jumping up because this is the exit. So what I'm going to do now is re-enter the room. I'm going to re-enter the room and show you guys a little bit more. Oh, I forgot that guy was there. Okay, so we're gonna go up at this room really quick. Okay, so this guy right here, not this one, the one that's right up here that we hero shot for, if you shoot up and you mess up the wall jump or something, or you don't get up fast enough to where it kills him, then instead of, wall jumping into him or something like that, you want to wall jump to this platform and then jump up and shoot him. And I'll leave the room so I can show that to you. So let me do that real quick. Alright, so here we go. So we're going to go up like normal. You just wall jump up the right side here. Kill that guy. Then kill that one. Keep wall jumping up to this platform. Kill that guy. Hero shot that one. And then instead of doing the hero shot for that one, you can just do this. And then continue your way up. If you're not so good at wall jumping, you can ascend this room like normal. You can kind of just jump on the platforms all the way up, whatever. That's not something I really need to tell you, because if you're playing the game casually, that's what you're going to do anyways. But that's two different ways to do that room that I know how to do personally. The hero shot's quite a bit more difficult than, just wall jumping to that one platform right here. Because hero shotting, takes really quick input in order to follow the shot up fast enough. But basically, that's the climb. Okay, so this next room, you'll get right here, you'll jump up, shoot the door, and then you want to jump up into this room. This room is called the parlor, and people do this room in completely different ways. There's so many different ways to get up this room, but I'm going to show you guys how I do it. It's a series of specific wall jumps. So for me, I land here, I wall jump here, wait, do I? No, I wall jump here, to here, to here, to here, and I wall jump there, there, land. Then from there, it's a series of spin jumps to ledge grabs, and if you remember, ledge grabs are like, you'll spin jump and then, hit L to grab the platform. It's that. And this is a series of spin jumps and ledge grabs like this. I know it's kind of a lot to take in real fast, so I'll do it again real quick. I'll start from the bottom. Just kill all these guys. Okay, so we start down here. I will jump here, off of this metal platform. Then off of this green platform right here, then off of this metal platform, and then off of this green platform to get up to this. Then I wall jump off of this platform, and then off of this wall to get right here. Okay. And then for the ledge grabs, I do a spin jump and a ledge grab onto this one, spin jump and a ledge grab onto this one, and then onto the next one to the left. So that's basically that. Okay, now right here, you have these screes on the ceiling or whatever, right? Okay. Normally what you're going to do when you get up here is run and then mock ball, down into that hole right below me. But I'm going to go into mock balling outside before we actually get there. Okay, so outside. There's a lot of open area, there's a lot of room to do something like practice mock balls. So that's why I came outside. Normally how you want to do a mock ball is you want to start obviously by running. And then you're going to jump. And you say, well, I can't, you know, I can't morph while I'm jumping, or it kind of does this thing where it just stops. Well, that's because you don't want to do it in the middle of the air. The easiest way to do a mock ball for beginners is you want to run and jump and hold the run and jump button down. So you hold run and jump, and then you'll tap down once so that she's looking at the ground. And if you'll notice, she's still going at that full speed when she when you see her land. Like, she's still going the full speed she was when she was running. Okay. The next thing you want to do is right before you touch the ground, you want to do what I like to call a ball dukin. It's basically a Hadouken motion. So you want down, like a quarter circle forward motion, like down to forward like that. And that's while you're aiming at the ground. So you're already aiming at the ground, and then right before you touch the ground, you do like a Hadouken motion, while still holding run and jump, of course, and you'll do a mock ball. So down, down. Oh, I'm hitting the ship. Okay, down, down, forward. Down, down, forward. It's not as hard as you'd think. Well, that lip's getting in the way, but down, 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 forward. That's kind of something that you kind of just have to practice with. Yeah, it's been 30 minutes. Like I said, this is going to be a really long tutorial. There's another thing you can do called a short hop mock ball, like that. And the way that that works is you're going to jump and then let go of the jump button, so you're tapping the jump button instead of holding it down. And then basically from there you want to re-hold the jump button. So you're going to tap it, hold it, tap it, hold it. And then from there you have to do a series of quick inputs on your D-pad, like we did before, you know, where you push down and then down forward for the other way. You're going to do the same thing, except it's in a much shorter time span. So basically, after you tap, jump, and repress it, you can push down the first time, but then you have to do your down forward really fast. So that's called short hop mock balling. It's pretty tough. Yes, this is going to be archived. No, you can hold diagonally when you land, but it's easier to explain to people, like especially people, you know, that have played with the SNES for a while, if you explain it in like a Hadouken motion. So that's basically how that works. So as I said, mock balls are going to be used a lot during the run. They're going to be used all over the place, and I'll try as best as I can to mention every time that they're used. So let's go back in. Alright. So like I said, normally these guys are on the ceiling. I'm going to have to reset them so that they're there so you can see what this is supposed to look like. Alright, so I'm going to go in here and then we're going to come back. Yeah, it's really difficult, especially for a new player, but it's very extremely useful. It's definitely something you'll want to learn eventually, because this right here is a short hop mock ball. If you can't do a short hop mock ball, this is really hard to do because you'll hit the guys will hit you. Okay, so those screens are on the ceiling. Basically what you want to do is run and then jump to a short hop mock ball like that. Okay? Every time I'd want to do it, I'd have to reset the room to show you. But I can show you, like, roundabouts the area of where to jump and all of that stuff. So you want to run from here, jump about here, and then mock ball. As you're a ball and you're coming down, you want to hug up against this wall right here. You want to hug against this because you'll fall all the way down. So you'll hug against this on the way down, And then, like, right about, like, right here, you want to unmorph and shoot the door and go. So like I said, it's really important that you want to hug against this wall, because if you hug against this wall, you'll fall all the way down without falling on any platforms. Hey, what's up, Chango? This room you kind of just want to run through. There is a way to like jump and shoot missiles at this door early, like you'll run and jump and shoot one or shoot two and then angle down and shoot the rest. That's something that, you know, you kind of just pick up on as you go. Like I can show you, but then the door is going to be unlocked. If you're a new player, you know, you just want to jump up here and shoot the door and open it with missiles. That's pretty self-explanatory and straightforward. So what I'm going to do is show you the way that I do this room, which is I run in and then I arm pump. I jump and I shoot once, and then I do 4 missile shots like that. And then I kind of just spin jump in the room. Okay, so here we go. This is Bomb Trezo. After you collect the bombs, the fight's going to activate, and what you want to do with this is you want to... this is the way that I do the fight. There's multiple different ways. I will be linking Zos any % tutorial in the video description when I'm fully done. You can see different ways to do it, but the way I do it is you can crouch right here, like on top of this tile. You'll be like in the center of it, and when he does that first swipe motion where he like throws that stuff all over, you won't get hit. The important thing about this fight is that you want to shoot him with 5 normal beam shots, but don't do it so quick. He has a set of invulnerability frames where he can't be hurt. So you want to do it kind of slow. If you do it too fast, then the shots aren't going to count, like if you shoot really fast. So you kind of want to watch for those invulnerability frames before you shoot them again. Obviously, as a player that's played the game for a while, I know, you know, the timing for it. After you get him to back up to the corner, you kind of want to like stand right here, right on top of this line that's in the ground, and aim up, and he's going to shoot these balls, and what you want to do is hold like both L and R down. You can hold up, or you can hold both L and R down so that you can aim upwards like that. I personally just aim up, and you want to shoot up to destroy the balls that he's going to shoot to pick up some missiles. Preferably, you want to only pick up some of the missiles that he drops, so don't collect all of them in one shot, and then, you know, hit him with them. And then you want to pick up the rest to finish him off. He takes 5 beam shots, like I said, so you start the fight with 5 beam shots. From there, he takes 7 missiles. Like I said, he has a set of invulnerability frames that you really don't want to go too quick with. If you shoot missiles too fast, you're going to waste them, and it's going to make the fight take longer. So hopefully I can show you the way that this is supposed to work. And, you know, you can get a good idea of what you're supposed to be looking for. So it's 5 beam shots, 7 missiles, and he should be just flat out dead. He shouldn't even go to the phase where his face comes off. If he goes to the phase where his face comes off, then you did something incorrectly. Yeah, Elminster, some mechanics, a lot of room strategies. So you get your bombs. So you have your bombs now. And if you're super cool, you can do trapezoids like this real quick before the fight starts. And not lay a 4th bomb for some reason. But basically you want to be here when the fight starts. So you shoot him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Get on this spot. Grab some missiles and shoot him. And there we go. He's dead. And his face didn't come off. So it wasn't this line, it's this line, my bad. So let me re-explain that. It's not this line you stand on, it's the one before it. It's this one. I thought I was wrong about that, but it's this line. See, you stand on top of this line. Not this one, it's this one. So that's how you do that fight. You start the fight, where was the spot? It's kind of hard to tell when you... Okay, so you start the fight right here. You fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you stand here, you shoot up, grab missiles, shoot him with a couple missiles, jump up, grab the rest, and then keep shooting him. Yeah, ideally you don't want him to swipe, but like I said, it's just the way that I personally do the fight. I have not learned any other methods as of yet. And like I said, I will be linking Zos any percent tutorial, which he goes a little bit more into certain bosses. Like, I'm not going to be spending too much time on a lot of bosses. Okay, so basically leaving this room, you know, you want to have 5 missiles leaving this room. That's basically the idea. Ideally, you do not want to get hit during this fight, because if you get hit, then he's going to drop health, and there's a chance that he could drop more health in very little missiles. So you grab missiles, you want to be at 5, then you basically run, shoot, and jump through the door. And then this is, like I said, a straightforward room. You kind of just run back and arm pump. When I get to about right here, I angle up and shoot, and then jump to this platform and ledge grab, and then I run through the door. And then in this room, what you want to do is you want to spin jump and ledge grab, and jump and ledge grab. If you do it quick enough, you'll be ahead of this guy and you'll just barely squeeze through. If you screw it up or go slow, you're going to get hit by him. So ideally you want to just do this and that. Alright, now here comes one of the hardest tricks for beginners to learn, and they focus way too much time on it initially instead of just, you know, working on other stuff of the game. Remember guys, there is another way out here. It may not be the fastest, but it might be faster than screwing up Alcatraz like 1,000 times. Just saying. Okay, so you know how after you wall jump, you can then motion to down. So like you'll do a wall jump and then you motion to down and you'll morph. That's what you want to do here, except at the top. So the way this works is you want to wall jump initially off the bottom of this to get up to the bottom of this one. So you wall jump here to wall jump here. And when you wall jump here, you're going to get in this slot. You want to wall jump as far down on the right side, not the left side, the right side. You want to wall jump as far down on the right side as you possibly can, and then do one of those morphs. And if you do it right, you should get up here. So left side, right side morph. You don't wall jump and then try and tap down twice. You literally wall jump and then, you know, press down once. That's it. That's how it goes. So at this point, you're out of here. So you're just gonna go to the left. I do a short hop mock ball here to get over here faster, and then you lay a bomb. Going into this room is horrible. Sometimes it can go really well, and sometimes it can go really bad. Your objective on the way down is to kill everything without getting hit, but most of the time that's not going to happen, at least not for me. I think DBX has like a really good setup for doing this on the way down, but I don't know if he has a video of it. But basically, like I said, your objective is to not get hit on the way down. What I'm going to do in showing you how to get through this room is I'm going to show you what I used to do before I killed all the stuff on the way down. So let me show you that. So instead of killing all the stuff, what I do is there's a certain point here. After this second mushroom, there's going to be a gamer on the ground. And what I used to do, and what might be easier for you to do, is I would do a large jump, and then when I got back to the ground, I would mock ball, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we got the gamer on the ground after the second mushroom. This guy. See him? We're going to jump before we get in contact with that guy. Okay. So you want to shoot the guy at the second mushroom. Shoot. You kill him. So make sure you kill that guy. And the reason I'm going out and in, because the enemy patterns need to be reset. But I'll show you what this looks like. So you run in. Shoot that guy. Jump. Mock ball. And that will get you all the way over here. You'll grab the energy tank. You'll probably hit one of the waivers on the way. Most of the time not if you do it right. And it'll get you all the way to the door. So that's basically what I used to do. It's a lot easier than trying to kill all the guys like by a milestone. So that's what I would suggest for a newer player that can mockball. That's what you want to do. They're gamers. They're not Zoomers. Look in the Super Metroid manual. Anyways, so that's what you want to do. I can try to show you the, kill everything method, but I probably won't get it because it's very precise. Yeah, see, like that shot barely missed that guy. Basically how it works is that you first, where are we at? Oh yeah, you first shoot this guy, and then after you get over this hill right here where the mushroom is, you want to shoot at a certain spot to kill that guy, and then after you get over the hill where this mushroom is, you shoot in a specific spot to kill the next guy. And then at the bottom, you just want to shoot or whatever to get past the waivers. But I don't want to spend too much time in one room, and I don't want to overcomplicate one room for the sake of tutorial. So we're going to move on. Okay. This next room has space pirates in it. What you want to do in this room, because you just grabbed an energy tank, you should have plenty of health. What you're going to do is get hit by these space pirates to run through the next one. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you jump down, get hit, jump down, run through that one. Get hit by this guy, jump down, run through that one. Get hit by this guy. So you should only be getting hit 3 times. With the invulnerability frames that you do have from getting hit, you'll run through the next space pirate. And that's how that room's supposed to be done, especially in 100%. Because, you have plenty of health, you don't even need to worry. The next room is really self-explanatory. You kind of just want to run in, jump over that thing, run, jump over that thing, and then shoot the door. Like, that's it. It's really easy. Alright, another example of elevator snap. You get like right here, and then you hold R, and then you hit down, and you elevator snap.